and very good morning to you. This is the Talk of the Town. My guest this morning is Professor Lalithasiri Gunaruwan, who is now only a teacher, but he was a high flyer in the transport sector years before. But he is now at the University of Colombo, Professor of Economics. Professor Lalithasiri Gunaruwan, good morning, and tell me, what should we do to stop this bleeding of money from state-owned enterprises and so on? What should we do?
Bleeding of SOEs basically is because of politicized management of SOEs. Number one, restructuring is necessary, but we have to do genuine restructuring, and that genuine restructuring will require understanding of the problems, real problems of SOEs. Number one is SOEs are run politically by the minister through his catchers in the board of management. So we have to do reforms so that the minister's authority of appointing the management boards be taken out. And one good example for that, if the government is really interested, is learning from the Temasek example of Singapore. At one stage in Singapore, we learned from through the news that Singaporean government paid dividends of profits made out of their SOEs. Here we are making the SOEs to bleed. Now, secondly, the SOEs will have to be given business. When the government business is given to others, particularly the foreign companies, then how can the SOEs have their own share of business? Now, State Engineering Corporation is starving when the railway construction is given to foreign companies. When irrigation canals are given to foreign companies, SDNCC and maybe CECB, they are starving. Now, we are a country for us. We constructed irrigation canals 1 inch slope for every mile 2000 years ago. Now, why do you need foreign consultancy firms and foreign engineering firms to cut a canal in this country now? What a shame is that? And there must be a determinant effort of making the SOEs efficient and making the SOEs having the state businesses so that the SOEs can be spun off with their economics. And number three, the government also should focus on the foreign account, where export earnings have to be focused for maximization, and the expenditure on imports will have to be curtailed as best as possible, which cannot be done by importing eggs into this country. And I learned recently in the news that the restrictions on certain other imports also are going to be lifted. And with that kind of a thing, even the remaining businesses in this country will be, in a big difficulty in operating. So import substitution has to be revived again in this country, and export promotion have to be fueled. And for that, export-oriented companies will have to be supported. Maybe even with concessionary facilities to import the required material if those are not available in the local market in the required quantities. True. But then with that kind of effort only, you can promote the economy, you can spin off the economy by creating effective demand locally and then running the SOEs efficiently. You can also curtail the public expenditure, the unwanted ones, particularly the political overburden of this country, which has no productivity. Do we need 225 MPs in this country? Do we need so many local authorities in this country? Do we need this provincial council white elephants in this country? Those are anyway not there for a long period of time now. Now, these kind of things also will have to be looked into if the restructuring of the state sector is of genuine requirement and genuine interest. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Lalithasiri Gunaruwan, for being on the Talk of the Town. It's now time to rejoin Domina Sankar on the Morning Fix. Thank you.